Hey everyone, it's Lisa from Arcane and Stellar, and today we've got a pick a card reading. So today's pick a card is going to be August 2019 predictions. So what can you expect in the month of August? What kind of major themes are going to be, prevalent in your life, and that sort of thing. So let's see. We have piles 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the timestamps will be down below in the description box as well as the comment section. And I'll try to remember to pin that comment, so it'll be at the top. And yeah, I just want to say thank you all so much for subscribing, liking, commenting. I really appreciate each and every one of you who congratulated me in the last video. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'm going to be trying to get some more videos out. I've been feeling a bit better, but I am going to be going through a major move soon, an international move, so it's going to be a little bit hectic for me. But I'm going to try to pre-record videos and kind of maybe try to publish them, later on a little bit, you know what I mean. But if you have any requests, I'd love to hear them down below. Please leave me some requests. I might also make a community post about this because I'm just kind of curious as to what you would like to hear. I know that one of you guys wanted to get a career or general kind of life path type of reading, so I'm going to be working on that pretty soon. But yeah, any other kinds of readings, love readings, I don't mind, whatever floats your boat and what you want to hear. So yeah, so let me know, and I'll see you all in the next video. I really hope that you all have a beautiful and wonderful August. Hey everyone that's chosen pile number 1, this is your reading. So what's going on for you in August? Well, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the 6 of Wands. We have Mountain, Pig, Horseshoe, and Vase, as well as the Shield. In terms of astrological signs, we have Pentacles, so this could represent Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We have a Cancer card here with the Chariot, and then we have a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius here with the 6 of Wands. So maybe you could be any of these signs or be dealing with people that belong to these signs in the month of August. Okay, so let's see. So one of the first things I'm going to know is that I'm going to look at the Chariot here because it's in the middle, and that's interesting, I guess, in itself. It's kind of like a focus. I always think of a middle card as kind of like a focus, and the other things around it are impacting it. I don't know why. I guess that's just the way I kind of look at it sometimes when I'm reading these cards. But as well, we have a major arcana. And a major arcana cards can really talk about things that are more like long-term or bigger in your life, whereas the minor arcana a lot can talk about short-term things or more minor things in a way. So what I'm seeing here, and we have Mountain over here, and we have major challenge to overcome. So that's what the Mountain talks about. And I really feel like that many of you have been going through something in your life that's caused quite a challenge for you. I'm not going to make too many guesses as to what it could be because, I think it's going to be different for everybody. But I definitely feel like it's been something that's a big hurdle. And I really feel like that in August you're going to really just plow through it, really try to. When I pulled this card, and it often happens when I pull this card, but particularly today, I had the song Straight On by Heart pop into my head. And I think that's kind of like your energy this month. I would suggest to listen to that song. I love it. It's an old 70s song. It's a good song. Those girls are awesome. I had a Heart record that my dad gave me when I was a teenager. It was amazing. But I've always loved Heart, but even though it was kind of before my time. But yeah, check out that song. It's a really good jam. And definitely one of those strong, independent types. And that's what you can be when you're the Chariot in that mode, is really, taking control and plowing through something. You just have to make sure sometimes that when you do that, you don't step on anyone else at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Because that could be a danger of that. But we have the 6 of Wands, so there's definitely going to be some victory here. So whatever has really been a major obstacle for you, it's going to have a victory, or at least some kind of small victory, or you're going to feel some kind of accomplishment regarding it. But we have to beware of greed here, and this is interesting. I'm wondering here. For some of you, you might have some issues with being greedy. I don't want to accuse you of anything. I did notice that we have the Pentacles here, the 10 of Pentacles. And that's actually a great card. It can talk about, legacies. For some of you, it might be like you're saving something for some of you, it might be that you're trying to save something. And either you're going to want to dip into it, or you might be being too tight. Do you know what I mean? With money. Now, I know that doesn't really indicate it. I would look more to the Four of Pentacles to say that, but for sure. But I just felt like to say that. I just felt like it's something I should say. But yeah, for some of you, you might have a greedy family member, though, as well in your life this in August. That might be, after something, and you may feel obligated with the Ten of Pentacles to, help. Because it's all about a family unit kind of here. We have the whole family. And so, yeah, it could be like a sibling or, somebody, it could be even a cousin or something. You know what I mean? But it's just maybe perhaps for some of you that might be something you're dealing with. But generally, like for the month, you're going to have good luck. I think you're going to have some kind of victory for sure. Like I really guarantee that you're going to have some kind of victory regarding whatever you've been trying to really go forward with. Anything that's been a big obstacle in your life, I feel like that there's going to be at least a small victory, okay? I'm not saying that you're going to get completely over the mountain, but I think that you're going to at least get like, up to the top kind of and see kind of, or nearly like there where you've like kind of see the end of the tunnel. Do you know what I mean? And you're going to feel motivated to like really get it done. For some of you, that could be that you're trying to save something, pay off some debt, put aside savings. Maybe you're trying to, save for later to improve, you know what I mean? To kind of like prepare for perhaps, having, children if you anything, like really like creating something that's very stable in terms of finances. And I feel like that if that's the truth, you're really going to be on the path and really focusing on that. And you probably have some kind of victory with it, but just be careful not to like, with the greed thing, either, I feel like most of you, it might be that you're afraid to like let loose a little bit because you might be really like, focused on saving. Wow, this turned into like a very focused reading. Oh my gosh. So, but yeah, I hope that resonates with you guys if you chose pile number 1. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, for some of you, like I said, this could be somebody in your life that's, maybe it could be a relative who comes to you and wants money, and then it might turn into something where they'll want more and more and more, if you know what I mean. Yeah. It could be also just somebody else in your life. But yeah, any obstacles that, some big obstacle that's been in your life, you're going to have the drive and the success to kind of get some kind of victory with it in August, and that's really great. And also, by the way, secret admirer. So you guys have a secret admirer in August. Yeah, I don't know any more about that. But definitely there is somebody that's admiring you in August, and really probably if you do have any, maybe it could be that some of you are going to get some recognition and someone's going to be like, oh wow, or maybe be out in public in some way where you're recognized for something as well. Yeah, here on display as well. I almost feel like this guy's on display. So for some of you, yeah, you might actually even have a performance of some kind, or maybe if you make like a YouTube video, you know what I mean? Anything where you kind of put yourself out there, there might be somebody that's actually admiring you. But yeah, that's what I see for you guys in the month of August. I hope that makes sense and resonates with you. And, let me know if later on if any of this stuff happens for you. And yeah, I always love it when people make updates and give me updates. But yeah, take care, guys, and have a wonderful August. Hello to those of you that have chosen pile number 2. This is your reading for August 2019. I really hope that all the cards are in focus because my camera really wants to focus on younger man's face and I cannot get it to stop focusing on it. Maybe if I hit it or something like that, I don't know, maybe I should try that, but I'm just going to leave it like it is. So what can you expect coming up for you in August? What kind of big themes are coming for you? Well, we've got the Earth Mother, the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Chalices, and the 3 of Pentacles. So in terms of signs, I really feel that many of you could be Tauruses, and the reason why I think that is because of this Earth Mother, which could be a Taurus or a Libra card. But we also have the Bull. I don't know, it just reminds me of Taurus. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. So that Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, so any earth sign. And then as well, we have water signs, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So those are just the signs I'm seeing here. But really, so what's going on for you guys? So, as I said in pile number 1, and I'm just going to remind you guys, the Earth Mother is going to be, so the Empress energy is going to be something that's going to be prevalent for you in the month of August. I do feel like, yeah, like I said, and these type of energies, the major arcana energies, are something that's a bit more bigger than the other ones. It's sort of more prevalent, and it could be a little bit more long term, rather than something that's going to be a little bit more short term for the other cards. So I definitely feel like that many of you have been creating something in your life, whether it's a pregnancy or a business or anything that has been kind of something that you've been creating and really cooking. And I feel like that you've been working hard for this thing, and you might continue working hard for it in August, because we have the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles talks about, having long-term goals, long-term value, things that, you put a lot of effort into, but it takes a while, and it's something that you're working at. And then we have the Nine of Chalices, which is all about wishes being fulfilled and about happiness and, just all that great stuff. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles in this particular deck is a bit different than I think in other decks, as far as, I see it's read a bit differently. It talks about individual merit or individual ability. And, it's about being recognized almost for something. Not in the way of the Six of Wands, but it's almost as if, you see the young man is getting a harp. So he's finished his training, and the elder person is giving him the harp. And, it's kind of like his reward for the work he's put into it. And I can really just talk about, the fact that hard work pays off. And for some of you, that may be the thing. There might be something that you receive this month that, you've been working hard for, and you actually get some kind of recognition. And, but it also can be a card about learning something. So it's for some of you might be learning something and get some kind of recognition. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you. And we have seek wisdom and guidance from elders. And for some of you, that I do see some elderly people in these cards. So I'm almost wondering if some of you might need some advice if you are trying to, for some of you, it may be like you're looking for guidance on what to do with your life. And you might be thinking about, what can I put my effort into that will really bring me about my wishes, and kind of create the life I want to, and give me that recognition that I'm hoping for. And maybe I feel like for many of you that might be a thing. You're not sure what to study, or you're not sure what to kind of go where to go next exactly in terms of your career. And I feel like that many of you might have some insight if you do ask some elders in your life. But yeah, I do feel like overall though in August you're going to be feeling pretty creative and abundant. For some of you, this is an Empress card, so if you don't want to get pregnant, might have to be careful in that way, But that doesn't have to mean that. It just can be about feeling pretty good. I think you guys are going to feel in pretty good health. You're going to feel pretty abundant. You're going to feel pretty fulfilled in many ways. So, but let's see here. We've got younger man and chair empty. Someone's leaving your life. For some of you, there might be a younger man who's leaving your life in August. Now, as to whether that's going to be a love interest or not, if you're a woman or a girl, that might not be the case. It could be a sibling or somebody else that might be going away. It might be, moving to a new place, that type of thing. It doesn't have to be permanently leaving. It could also be somebody from your workplace is leaving your life and moving to another job. It may not be that they're completely leaving your life, but they might not be in your everyday life like they were before. Okay? So I wouldn't be scared of that card if you are scared of it, because I don't see anything here that really indicates if you're worried about your love life. I really don't see anything here that's indicating any troubles in that way. So we do have temptation will test you. And what I think about this card in terms of the spread is I feel like that some of you with this Eight of Pentacles are, needing to work hard at this time for something. And you might feel a little bit tempted to perhaps fall off course, or get distracted a little bit from the course. Oh wow, there's a snake in this card. Isn't that crazy? I've never noticed that before. Look at that. There's its fangs. It looks like it's blending in with the tree. Interesting. Well, yeah, and that's kind of what I'm getting for you guys, is that, yeah, you might have some temptations. Interesting. And she has some apples here. So yeah, there's definitely some kind of temptation that's going to be around you in August. That might be a little bit distracting if you are trying to work on your goals. But yeah. And then we have bull. Do not back down from opposition, so strength and fortitude. So yeah, you might have a little bit of opposition in the month of August. I don't think it's going to be anything too horrible though. But you just need to be strong and not let it get to you. Obviously, I mean, that's come on, that's common sense, I guess. But yeah, I do feel like though that you should find people. It doesn't have to be elders exactly, although I do see, like I said, I saw the old people in the cards. It's interesting, but I do feel like that you might be able to get some guidance from someone that you consider to be wise. You know what I mean? It's just somebody you consider to be wise. It doesn't even have to be someone older. It could be someone your own age or even younger. Just somebody that you think, like we have the oracle, right? Somebody that's wise, has that sage wisdom. You know what I'm talking about? And they might be able to direct you a little bit more. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I definitely feel like you guys are going to have a pretty good month. Like I said, somebody might be leaving your life, but I don't think it's going to be anything horrible. I think it just might be somebody moving away, or you might be moving away from a workplace. It doesn't have to be moving houses or anything like that necessarily either. But yeah, some people might be just going to a different school. For those of you that are in college, you might have a good male friend that's going to be going to a different school than you, and you just might not be in each other's everyday life anymore. And of course that might be a bummer, but I really don't feel like that for most of you. It's going to be in love department, so I just want to assure you of that. But yeah, might have some temptations coming to you in August that might interfere with some of your trying to keep on track. And I do feel like that many of you are trying to work towards something that will bring you recognition, and you might get some. And yeah, and some of you want to create a certain type of long-term goal, and you might be thinking about the path you want to go down at this time in August, and really thinking about trying to start something new. Actually, yeah, it makes sense. For many of you in August, you might be starting school. Some of you might be starting university, and that might be, this indication of that journey. And it may be that it's kind of a wish come true that you get to get there and be there. And if you have any questions, look to other people around you that have been there a little bit longer to kind of help you and guide you. But I definitely feel like it's going to be a fruitful time. There's going to be a lot of abundance around you, a lot of good vibes, a lot of good things in many ways. Like I said, I think the only slightly negative thing that you would have this month really is that, you might have a little opposition sometimes, but just don't back down. I don't think it's going to be a big thing. And then here with this younger man leaving your life, like I said, I really don't think it's going to be something horrible. It just might be somebody that's not going to be around your everyday life as they did, or as they were before. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's going to be horrible. We have technology nowadays to keep in touch. So I want to wish you all the very best in August, and yeah, have a beautiful month, and I'll take care and see you in the next video. Hey guys, so if you've chosen pile number 3 here with the red agate, this is your reading. So what's coming for you in August 2019? Well, we've got the Fool, the Page of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. If in terms of astrological signs, we have the Fool. So this could be a Uranus associated card, which could be is the modern ruler of Aquarius. So you guys could be an Aquarius. We also have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius over here, and then we have Earth signs, and we have Earth over here and Earth here. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So some of you could be Earth signs, or you might be dealing with some Earth signs this month. But I do have some ideas here, so I'm just gonna get into them. Yeah, and then over here we have the eagle, the lion, the bat, and the lightning. Interesting, we have a lot of animals. A lot of animals in the cards too. That's interesting. So anyways, let's go with the Fool. So it's going to be kind of like a big energy for you in the month of August. I do feel like that you're going to go for something. You're going to start something new, and you're going to really go for it. And by the way, if you are afraid to, just know that it's kind of the time to act. right now, and so you need to take that action. You need to just go with it. So if there has been something, that's coming up, it's just time. It's time for it to happen, and you need to take that leap. We also have eagle, so triumph over troubles and obstacles. So I feel like if there have been troubles of getting this new beginning kind of going, you're going to have triumph. You're going to feel pretty good about it. You're going to feel like you've accomplished something that you're going to accomplish even more. And again, we have locked doors can now be open. So I really feel like for many of you in August are going to have some kind of really great success and new beginning. Something that might have been hard to begin or start to get into, and it's going to, you're going to dive into it. And just remember, if you do feel any apprehension about it, it's a time to act. It's saying it's time. So, and we also have that 9 of Pentacles over here. So I always think of that as very independent and, good fortune. Somebody who's very, grounded and successful and feeling really good about herself, or himself. So we also have the Page of Wands too, which can talk about a passionate, young person who's embarking on something as well. So it kind of goes very well with the Fool. For some of you, like, I feel like I know I said this in a previous pile, and it sounds so stereotypical, and like, I know that it kind of sounds like I'm fishing for something, or cold reading or whatever, but it does like really indicate, like, I feel like that many of you, and I know it's August, many of you might be starting like university or school, maybe life in a new school, or something like that. Like, I just feel like that for many of you, this is going to be a month of beginning something, and jumping in and going with it. But yeah, but I do want to say here now, we have bat and lightning, and we have take care. Enemies are working against you. And I know that sounds so scary and ominous, but I do feel like that some of you could have, obviously, I mean, we all have people like that sometimes in our life, and there could be some people that aren't, in your best interest. The advice that I'm going to give you for this is based on some of the other cards here I'm seeing, and what I have is lightning, and it says control your anger or you'll be sorry. And what I get here is that sometimes it's the Page of Wands, and I'm a fire sign, and I'm like Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Mercury, Aries Venus, and Leo Rising. So I'm like fire all over the place. And while I would say I'm a lot different now as an older person, in my younger years I could be quite, I could have a temper, especially if provoked. And that's what, although I have an Earth Mars, so it does help me sometimes be a bit more patient. So usually you have to push me pretty good before I freak out. I am kind of patient with my anger sometimes because of that Earth Mars. But what I'm saying here, not to get off the topic, is that I feel like for some of you we have that Page of Wands. So with that Aries, the young fire energy, not just Aries, sorry. With that young fire type of energy, you can be the type that could fly off a handle. And at times, not that I'm saying that you're immature, but there's that vulnerability and that young energy involved with this. And then we have this Earth card, and it says utilize logic, reason, and common sense. So what do Earth signs do? They're going to take a little bit more time to respond to something, and they're going to not try to let things get to them. And I think that's really one of the things that you need to look out for. If there are people that are working against you, stand in your worth and don't really pay much attention to them, because if you do you know what I mean? I feel like that many of you won't give them too much attention. I feel like that many of you are going to be able to treat this in a mature, responsible way, and come out on top with that, feeling really good about yourself. And even benefiting somehow from this. You may even benefit in a physical way somehow, like financially or in terms of getting something, that type of thing. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that you are going to be, coming out on top because of this. Yeah, and we have that triumph over troubles or obstacles. So I feel like that you will triumph over these people if there are, there is a person or are people that are kind of, maybe not on your side deep down, just, treat it, what do they say? treat them with kindness, you know what I mean? Kill them with kindness. Oh, kill them with kindness. Haha. Yeah, you know what I mean? That type of thing. And just try not to blow up, and make sure you stay grounded, and then you're gonna really, reap a lot from that by not freaking out. But yeah, that's what I see for you guys. I really feel like, yeah, for many of you, I think for all of you, you are going to have some kind of new beginning in August, something that you're going to start, and it's the time to start now. And, if there has been something in the past holding you back from it, you're going to get over that. And yeah, locked doors can now be open. So yeah, I definitely feel like as if there's something that, has held you back from this, but you're really going to go for it. And it's going to bring you a lot of passion. And it's going to be like a new adventure in your life. That's really, important for you, because this is the Fool card, by the way, over here. So it's something that's going to be a big deal for you. And then, yeah, like I said, I think that you're going to be pretty successful and feeling pretty abundant and independent and good about yourself. But yeah, just make sure to, control your anger and not to kind of stay grounded and, not overreact to anything. And because there are some people that are maybe not the best, but I really feel like that you'll be able to act, play it cool and all that stuff. So yeah, that's your reading for the month of August. I hope that, helps you. Let me know, back, in September or maybe later in August if this resonates with you. And yeah, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, and by the way, have a wonderful, wonderful August. Okay, so if you've chosen pile number 4 here with this adventurer, this is your reading. So what's going on for you in August? Well, we've got the Knight of Athames, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. In terms of signs here, we have air signs and fire signs. So air, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, and then we have fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Maybe these signs are relevant to you in your life, or, around you in some way. But I'm going to just say, I think the theme word for your whole month of August is going to be action. There's going to be a lot of action going on. I'm just going to start with the one little negative thing I see here first, and I just want to let you know about it. We'll get it out of the way now, because I don't think it's going to be a big focus in your life. I don't see it affecting you, other than maybe this card. But here we have someone will gossip about all your secrets. Parrot. So, parrot, what do parrots do? They repeat what they hear, what they see, what they learn. And yeah, you might have one of those in your life who's like, bah, bah, repeating stuff about what you say. Just be careful about what you tell people. But, because yeah, you might have somebody around there that's just kind of a gossip. And they may try to, if it's somebody, it doesn't even have to be malicious. It just might be a loudmouth. It's somebody that just repeats what they hear and can't keep a secret. Even so, you're going to be protected from harm. We have protected from negative forces beyond your control. So, yeah, if this person does happen to see something and they gossip about it, you're going to be protected from it, so I wouldn't worry too much. Obviously, you still have someone, the universe is watching out for you. You know what I mean? They have your back. So I don't think it's going to be anything too horrible. I would just say try to be careful what you share with other people in the month of August. You know what I mean? If you feel like somebody might be a blabbermouth and you don't want the secret to be out, don't tell them. You know what I mean? But yeah, I see a lot of action here. And for some of you, you might even be starting a long journey of some kind. We have this Two of Wands right here in the middle, and I always take the middle card sometimes, especially with threes, as kind of a focus card. It's just where my eye is drawn to the middle. And we have a woman, waving off her wagon, and it's all about launching something kind of into the universe, putting it out there. And, it's going to, in her case, it's what she's selling. For some of you, that could be the case. You might be, creating something and putting out there into the world and sharing it. And for some of you, though, you might be getting some returns for things, because we do have the Dolphin card here. So financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So if some of you maybe have put something out there, like for sale or something, you might be actually getting some, financial rewards from that in August. And yeah, maybe getting some kind of, rewards back, compensation financially. We also have the Stars, a long journey brings rewards. So I do feel like that for many of you, I feel like for many of you, this is going to be something that you are starting in August, though, as well. It could be this financial gate is related to something else and not to this thing. But yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is all about, being ambitious. It could be about traveling. So some of you could be traveling in the month of August. But it's all about new experiences and really exploring something new and getting new experiences. So I feel like that many of you will be on that path kind of trying to learning something new. And then here, yeah, it's well with the Knight of Asames, it's as well kind of an action card. It's getting out there and being brave and getting what you want and, saying things, doing things, and getting it done. And I really feel like that's going to be something that's prevalent for you. I think that you're going to be very active in the month of August, trying to get things done, using your mind, using your passion, and putting it out there and sharing it and really, being brave. Both of these cards are about being brave and really putting the passion into things, because with that, the Knight of Athames is very excitable and excited, and there's just that excitable energy here about getting things out there. But yeah, we also have to get back to the basics. So yeah, for some of you it might be trying to really recreate what the basics are for you. Really, trying to use your mind to figure out kind of where you want to go forward with something. I feel like that for many of you, you might be focusing a lot on, starting a new journey. I wonder if that showed up on the camera. This little mosquito just flew by. But yeah, I feel like that for some of you, it's like you might be really thinking about starting a new journey and, really going over that in your head. But yeah, as well with that Knight of Athames, though, seriously, it's not the page, but that could be representing also that person not, warning you not to tell that person. So it could be an air sign, but just somebody who might be a gossip. It doesn't even have to be an air sign. But yeah, be careful about that one. But other than that, I don't think it's going to be terrible anyways. Like I said, you still have protection from this. But yeah, I definitely feel like you're going to be launching something. We have that stars, the long journey brings reward. So it's something that you're wishing for, that you're really trying to I always, associate the stars with wishing and really putting our dreams out there into the universe. And I feel like that many of you are going to be doing that, and really, but not only doing that, but acting on it as well here. There's going to be action. It's not just dreams. So if you've been dreaming about something, I really feel like in August you're actually going to start making it happen. You're going to see some movement forward in terms of that. And you'll be putting things out into the universe, new things, new exciting things, you know what I mean? And you're going to start seeing, returns on it. And a lot of it, yeah, it could be a long journey ahead of you, but it's going to be something that you feel really good about. But yeah, so that's what I see for you, pile number 4. I hope that, helps you. And, come back in September or later in August and let me know how this, resonated for you. But yeah, take care, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful month. Okay, so if you've chosen pile number 5, with the rose quartz, this is your reading. Hello, guys, and so what's going to happen for you in August? Well, let's find out. We have the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Strength card. So in terms of signs, if you're interested in the astrology of this, we have the Swords over here, so that could be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. We have earth signs, which could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and then we have the Leo card with the Strength. So yeah, could be any of those signs. Let me just look at these for a second real quick, because I haven't actually had a good look at these. I didn't really check them out. Unseen. Okay. So, okay, I feel like that some of you might be going through, at least at the beginning of the month, of feeling a little bit stuck and unsure. You might be feeling like you're going into something blind, is what I'm getting here with 8 of Swords. It's like you don't kind of know what to do about something, and you may not be able to really see the answer. It's almost like you need help, you know what I mean? I know some people say this 8 of Swords girl can get out, but look, it seems like to me her hands are bound. How can she do it without help? Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that some of you may need help in August, and you'll get it, because here we have hand. So in need of help, assistance, and guidance, right? Again, a period of, and then we have funnel over here, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. And you could be feeling frustrated, but guess what? We have angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So I do feel like that there's somebody out there that can help you. It could be a physical person, but it could also be, you know, spiritual guidance that you need, spiritual help you need. I feel like that most of this is probably going to be spiritual blockages or spiritual, you know, or emotional, what is the word I'm looking for? Bondage, okay? That's kind of what I'm looking for, bondage. Yeah, I feel like that could be it. And it could feel a little bit frustrating for you, but it's going to be changing, because we do have winds of change. Your surroundings will undergo transition. So there is going to be some kind of change. Oh, and by the way, here as well, how funny enough, look at, we have angel over here, and then we have the spirit card. So unseen forces watch over you. So you definitely really have somebody by your side that's really watching out for you in the month of August. Could be, you know, a past loved one or an angel, spirit guide, you know, whatever, you know, works for you. But we have, yeah, there's definitely some protection. With seven of Pentacles, it's all about putting in hard work and, you know, maybe not seeing the results. So I do feel like you might feel a bit impatient too with maybe the way things are going, but you're putting in that hard work and eventually you're going to pay off. It's that stuff it promises to pay off as long as you keep at it. So I feel like you are going to have, it's coming, okay? Like, you just got to keep on going. Keep on trucking. Keep on getting through it. So even if you do, like, sometimes with this card, you know, you can feel frustrated if you feel like things aren't coming in fast enough for you. But, you know, it's all part of life, and sometimes, you know, things come at the divine timing that they're supposed to come at. And you just got to have that strength and patience over here with the strength card. So it might be a month of being patient and really looking to your spiritual side, your emotional side, looking to spirit guides, connecting with that, you know what I mean? And trying to get some more inner strength within yourself. But I do feel like, yeah, and we have that position of authority, throne. And what do you think of, like, a lion in the throne, like the king, the queen, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing. Like, I really feel like that you're going to be, emotionally at least, in some way, very disciplined and patient, okay? I think that if there is some frustration, it's going to be something that passes very quickly because you do deep down know, like, these things. You know that, you know, like, I feel like that many of you know about divine timing, how that works, that things can happen if you keep working at it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it might be that you have that temporary frustration, but then it's like you have that inner authority and that inner knowledge to really know how things should be. And you know, you have that drive to continue working hard and doing your best. But yeah, and you have that, I feel like that many of you might be feeling more or getting in touch more with your spirits if you want to. I think it's something you could do as well too, if you haven't already. But I do feel like that, you know, you're protected and there are people watching out for you in this month. And yeah, you may feel like you need some guidance, so you might be, that's just something to look for. Look for that support, you know. I feel like this is a very supportive card. And it's like, and for some of you, it might be that you need to support someone else in the month of August, by the way. You may need to be, you know, of assistance to someone. You might have to be that rock for them in the month of August. But yeah, I feel like generally that's going to be some kind of big theme for you in the month of August. Is, you know, needing a rock to lean on, or being a rock for someone to lean on. And you know, even if it feels frustrating, you know, it's a lesson to be learned, and it's meant to be. And I feel like that deep down you know that, or you'll at least get that insight from, you know, maybe your spirit guides, maybe through a dream or something. But that it's, you know, it's all divine timing, and it's going the way it should. But yeah, that's what I got for you, pile number 5. I think it's going to be a good month for you guys, generally. It's just crazy that you guys got 2 of those angels. That's crazy. Very good, though, I think. Who doesn't want to have angels watching after them, right? That always is helpful, right? But yeah. I do feel like that, I'm just going to say this, I'm just looking at the cards some more. I do feel like, yeah, it may be a month where you feel like things aren't moving forward. I see a lot of stationary cards here. Like the last pile was all about action, you know? I think that this is going to be a more stationary, but it's not stationary in a bad way. It's just building on and building up with patience and really putting in the effort. So, and yeah, if you feel any blockages, though, really reach out for assistance. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help to get out of the situation. Whether if it's a spiritual thing, like I said, call on your spirit guides, call on, you know, ancestors, you know, call on that type of thing for help, because there are people, you know, and spirits out there for you. Because I do feel like for many of you it's going to be mental or emotional, if you know what I mean, in that way. But I feel like, yeah, with money, yeah, you're working hard, I think, financially, you know, or anything that to do with material stuff. It's going to be a month of, you know, keeping it, you know, real, keep doing the same thing. You're working and stuff like that and putting in the effort. And, you know, still kind of building up those rewards. And yeah, but that's what I see for you. I think it's not going to be a bad month. But anyways, I'll stop here. I'm rambling. I hope that, you know, this resonates with you. And if it does, let me know back in maybe later in August or in September. Let me know how it went for you. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful August. And I'll see you all in the next video. Yeah, don't forget to leave some requests if you're interested. But yeah, take care, guys.